Today we'll be collecting some of the native earthworms. The best way to do it is to go to areas, undisturbed areas and uncultivated areas, and then if some organic matter is allowed to heap up like this, like that, and then if you put a little bit cow dung on top of it, slowly the worms will naturally gather there. So then after a while they can be, you can dig out the soil itself, and lot of our earthworms have, African earthworms have invaded many parts of our farmlands and all, because we have been using that African worms. However, in reality African worms are not suitable for our Indian situation. They are good for Africa, and it is a better practice to find our own local desi earthworms and then use them for the vermicompost, because the gut flora of these earthworms, they contain the mycorrhizal fungi, spores and all, which is needed to improve our Indian soils, suitable for our conditions. And when you get these native worms, here you can see some difference in the worms. This one seems to be a different species, little dark color. This one could be the African one only. So the gut flora of our Indian worms will be different from the gut flora of the African worms. So therefore it is a better practice, like our native cows and all, to go for native earthworms. And the best way to collect them is in the surrounding area only of your location, and then you can add them to the vermicompost pit. Some of them won't be able to cope with the vermicompost pit conditions because they are too wild. Some of them will be able to adjust, so that we have to discover that process over a period of time. Our basic plan is to now outside our garden, some undisturbed areas there, no cultivation has been done all over those places. So there we can dig the earth and then collect the earthworms and collect it like this and add it to the vermicompost pit, so that this breeding can start. And identifying the native species also is a big task. So insufficient study has been done on our native worms, and hardly few scholars have dedicated their life to this topic. And it is a good area for the zoologists and plant scientists, botanists and all to take up for further research. That is, the native earthworms and their gut flora, what are the mycorrhizal fungi that are there, spores, bacterial spores and all in our native worms. And once you have native worms in your garden, they will naturally heal the soil, because the spores what are needed to digest and improve the soil fertility of our Indian areas are there in the digestive tract of these worms. And the digestive flora will be different from the what is found in the African worms. So that much I will tell today. ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾತಿ ಹುಳ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಳಿ ಈಗ? 3-4. ಒಂದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಹಾವು ವೆರೈಟಿ ಒಂದು ಇದೆಯೋ, ಅದು ಈ ಮಳೆಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗಿನ ಜಾವ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ ಕೆಲವು ಕಡೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ತಂದು ಸೇರಿಸಿ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಥರ ಕಾಣ್ತವೆ. ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕೆಂಪು ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕಾಣೋದು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ. ಯಾವುದು ಕೆಂಪುದು? ಹಾಂ, ಅದು ಲೋಕಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಓಕೆ.